top of the world. Did a little dirt bike ride. I'm on my 350. I know none of you care about the 350, but it sure is fun. I'm up here in God's country on top of the Mauna Kea. This road's called R10. So I'm riding the 350. It's pretty funny. The Ranger is out today, and he's on a witch hunt because he can hear a dirt bike. And he actually did stop me, and he's like, "You got a permit?" And I'm like, "Dude, I'm street legal. I got everything. Not only do I have a permit, but I have license plates, blinkers, mirrors, the whole works. Totally street legal, bro." And he didn't really seem to care too much, but I don't know that he loves it. But he's definitely on a witch hunt because he can hear a dirt bike, and he's like, "Is that other guy with you?" And I'm like, "I'm the only guy that I know of, but there's only, 250,000 acres of land out here, so there definitely could be another guy." So anyway, I'm sure that he'll be looking for me all day, so I better behave. So all I'm gonna do is pop some sweet wheelies and stuff like that, and keep the speed pretty reasonable, so that I don't give him any reason to harass me, because he obviously hasn't met his ticket quota today. Anyway, I'll give you a quick look around. Currently at 9,500 feet of elevation in Hawaii. Alright guys, been out riding for a couple hours now. I need to give my arms a little break. Still pretty wimpy. But I just want to talk about how awesome this 350EXC is here a little bit. So there's definitely not as much love for this this bike as there is the 690. Not from me, but from my my viewers. So it actually baffles me a little bit, because this 350EXC is bad ass. Bad to the bone. I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now. I think this is probably the best dual sport motorcycle ever made. And some of you just probably freaked out because I said that, but I didn't say enduro, I said dual sport. So this thing cruises down the highway pretty good, and I will splice in a few clips on my way here. You can sit on 90 to 100 miles an hour one-handed ripping down the highway on this thing. Totally badass. Just to show you what I got going on here. Kick-ass racing LED turn signals. I have OEM ones on the front, but I shortened the stocks on them so they don't stick out very much. But that way I don't have to get the flasher relay. And then I got rid of all the Mickey Mouse mirrors, as you guys know and can see in the videos, but this little MSR folding one comes down like this. And then when I ride it off-road, I just tuck it up here a little bit so it doesn't shine in my face. But yeah, gonna go ahead and say it. Best dual sport motorcycle ever made. Now watch when I splice in some clips here of what this thing can do off-road, man. Price pretty much won every damn thing that you can win on one of these things off-road with a 450 EXC badge on it. And again, this is only a 350. So why I kind of say it's the best is because it cruises the road well. I have pretty close to stock gearing on here. I have the stock 14 countershaft back on, and then just so I don't get it wrong, I got a 48 super sprox on here, and I think the stock is 45. I could be wrong, don't quote me on that. But it cruises the highway 55 to 60 very comfortably. It's definitely not the 690, especially with the 16 tooth on it, as far as what it's got left over from that speed. But it cruises very comfortably at that, and you know, it works well on the road. It handles great on the road. And I put the tires at about 25 psi when I'm on the road, and I am running tubeless. You can see the high pressure and low pressure valves there. You can see what's left of my MC 350 maybe. I aired it down to about 5 psi, and it's hooking up okay. It's getting to end of life, but it has after today I think it has 1,200 miles on it. So pretty damn impressed with the Metzler MC 360s. We're gonna roll some TKC 80s on it when these ones die, and I'm gonna, because I ride this on the street quite a bit actually, and you're wondering why I haven't been riding the 690, and it's because the 690 currently has a I think dead blinker switch, and so I have an appointment at the dealer to diagnose it, because it could be the flasher relay too, but diagnose the switch and get it warrantied, because the 690 is still under warranty. So yeah, that's why I haven't been riding the 690, and I don't want to give the cops any reason to pull me over, because I currently don't have a driver's license, and that's a very long story. But my driver's license expired because it's like a damn act of God to get a driver's license in Hawaii. And so it expired, and I'm waiting for a long form birth certificate in the mail, and I had to get a new social security card, because apparently Hawaii doesn't think that I'm a citizen of America, even though I've never even left America. And they need further proof than me living every single damn day of my life in the United States for me to get a Hawaii driver's license. So funny enough, the FBI thinks my birth certificate's real. The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms thinks that my birth certificate is real. The 5 police departments that I applied and went through the hiring process of think that my birth certificate's real, but the state of Hawaii DMV does not think that my birth certificate is real. So I can't risk getting pulled over, and you know, I haven't really been pulled over except for by the forest rangers a couple times in a very, very, very long time, maybe 10 years. So I'm kind of riding with my fingers and toes crossed. But anyway, back to the 350. It's kind of the perfect blend of off-road power and road cruisability, and it's extremely light. So why the 350 I would say is better than say the 500 or the 250. I'm at altitude right now, probably somewhere around 75 to 8,000 feet. I'm not exactly sure, but bikes lose a lot of power at altitude real quick. So this bike is down probably, I don't know, it feels like 10 horsepower from like at my house. So basically it feels like a 250F right now. And I really like 250Fs. I think it's very fun, manageable, high revving power. And that's what I get out of this bike when I'm up here at altitude. It's very manageable. You get the chassis of the 250 when you're in the 350. And so it's just super nimble. I mean, you'll see me ripping these trails. exactly how fast I'm going, but it's third gear laid out, and you'll see hopefully you'll see the front end and stuff. You can't tell that I'm coming off the ground, but I'm hitting these washes and stuff, and just ripping on this thing. And it's got just that nice little blend of power to pull the front wheel up, you know, and ride wheelies, and then just purrs like a little kitten down the road. So a couple things I can recommend for you guys if you have a dirt bike like this here. And first one is, where I ride is real rocky, so I put these Polysport swing arm guards on here. They're just black plastic held on with a zip tie. That keeps anything from coming up and banging into my swing arm and jacking it up. This, I believe, is the OEM KTM skid plate. It's plastic, which is nice because it doesn't resonate a lot of noise, and KTM has these cool quick release skid plates. So you just put it up there and turn the knob and it comes on and off. So if you want to change your oil, obviously I have it all whited out. I have a Trail Tech handlebar riser on it, factory KTM pad, MSR mirror, and I really am starting to get used to the Cycra handguards. I've never ridden with handguards really in my life, except for just kind of the dirt deflectors. And I think I'm finally starting to get used to it. They used to kind of scare me because I've seen people snap their arms off in them, fall down in here and break their arm in half. Plus they're kind of, I don't know, they're in my way in my brain. But you already know that I got the Fastway pegs on it. Really love the Fastway pegs in the low boy position. Really allows me, God, you can see my knee braces just scratch the tank up. It really allows me to get my leg into here in the tank instead of up here on the shroud. And this is a much lower, more positive position when going through the corners. So yeah, anyway, I highly recommend these Fastway exhaust tips. Mine used to be black. When they get hot, the anodizing changes colors. But OEM pipe, nothing wrong with the OEM pipe. They just need to breathe better. The stock exit chambers up at the top, and so the exhaust has to do this funky turn to try and get out. And these Fastway caps, they go right on, so the exhaust has a straight out route. And this is the quiet tip. It's not especially quiet, but I'm riding out here and I don't want to piss that Ranger off anymore. So this points the exhaust towards the ground and reduces the decibels and stuff, especially the ones that carry, these 4-strokes carry the sound so far. But yeah, real fun bike, real smooth power, plenty of snap. Looking forward to getting used to it a little bit more, and then I'll probably pull the front number plate off and do a little bit of motocrossing on it. The softer suspension in the EXCs is great here where I live. The motocross bike suspension just on the terrain is really rocky, and it just beats the piss out of you. And so this is set up pretty soft, and I've never had a bike this soft in my life, but it gobbles stuff up pretty good, and it almost like feels like it never bottoms out. Let's see if I even bottomed out today. No, I think I only made it to about there, and I can see a whole bunch of lines up here. So, I mean, obviously I'm not hitting huge triples or anything on it, but yeah. One other cool thing is I'm not really afraid of flats anymore, because I did put the tubeless on this bike, and currently I have the front tire at I think 11 psi, and I have the rear at 5, I think. Pretty sure that's what I set it at, but it's real rocky, like I said, and it's real easy to get pinch flats and stuff here. So the bladders in these things are pumped up to 120 psi, the high pressure bladders. So I don't have to worry about flat spots in my rims anymore. My 690 has a couple flat spots, and now that I've said that, I can see a flat spot right there. So it looks like I did get a flat spot today, but oh well, that's the name of the game. Well, that might not have been from today. Might just be seeing it because of the dust. But anyway, tubeless, pretty good stuff. And I'm going to leave you with that. 350EXC, possibly the best dual sport ever. Toby Price kicking ass on one of these things. He rides the 450s now, but back in the day when they were prototyping these things, Toby was tearing it up. All right, all done riding my dirt bike. The ranger stopped me 3 times looking for some guy that he thinks is riding out here. Pretty funny. What he doesn't know is that I can ride wherever I want. I stayed on the road today so that, you know, to appease him, but he doesn't know his own laws. And what's funny is I'm going to show you guys this. All right, where to ride. This is where I'm at right now. This is the riding area. And if you look right here, it says licensed dirt bikes. Riding permit required. No. I do have one though. Where to ride. Roads R1 and R10. That's where I stayed on today because he's out on his witch hunt. Licensed dirt bikes. No permit required. Any established forest road. Just like a 4x4 vehicle. No permit required. Any established forest road. Licensed, non-licensed with valid hunting license. Don't need a permit. Any established forest road. There you go. Where can I ride my dirt bike? Anywhere I want because I got a license plate. There you have it. That's why I paid $95 and bought a KTM EXC street legal motorcycle so that I can ride wherever trucks go, wherever hunters can go. Otherwise, I'd be on a 2-stroke because I like 2-strokes. So I'm a legal beagle. He's out chasing some ghost somewhere. Pulls me over 3 times. I don't know, damn near harassment. Go figure. He seems like a nice enough guy just trying to do his job. So anyway, when I'm out here and he's not out here, I'm going to go wherever the hell I want. But today, I just thought I'd play fun with him and ride some wheelies up and down the road and help him on his witch hunt. So talk to you guys later. See you in the next video. Take care.